Harmonious Twin Flame Union is just a choice. It's a choice that you can make to create it in your life. And that's the beauty of the power of your choice, is that when you truly make the choice to decide, I will have my harmonious twin flame union in my life, then all the universe conspires to take you on a journey to have that, to manifest that, to attract that. You know, I've heard people say, like, it's not really that hard. Nothing is really all that hard once you get into it. And the same is true of Harmonious Twin Flame Union. It's not really that hard once you understand the principles behind it. The problem is that you were not trained to have your Harmonious Twin Flame Union. You were trained probably for a soulmate relationship if society taught you how to find your significant other, your spouse, your life partner. To have Harmonious Twin Flame Union, to have that perfect person as your life partner and sustain that over eternity, really, because it doesn't end at the end of this life. It's not till death do us part. It's parting is not necessary. Parting is not in our vocabulary. It makes no sense because we cannot possibly part, because we are one at the core. We are two wings of the same bird. We are one eternal soul, one eternal being, exploring eternity together as one. So that kind of relationship has different parameters for maintaining and sustaining than what you're taught. And if you simply make the choice to have it in your life, you could do it right now. And if you've already made the choice, I hope that this video can help you to sustain that choice or to reinvigorate the decision that you've already made. And once you've made the decision to have your Harmonious Twin Flame Union, the path begins before you. And we can help you. If you would like help, I recommend it. Go to TwinFlamesUniverse.com, take the Twin Flame test, and see if you're ready for the Twin Flame journey. And if you do pass, then the resources to move forward will be provided to you. If you don't pass, and it's pretty clear you're not ready yet, you'll be given the resources necessary to help you prepare to begin the journey. Because we don't really want to try to assist people who don't want to go where we're guiding. And where we're guiding is a transcendental place. It's very different than what you may be used to in the typical societal soulmate relationship. And I say soulmate, and that seems like the highest possible thing. It's someone you've been together with for lifetimes. But recognize if you can come back again, right? If you believe in reincarnation, that I knew them in a past life, right? There's something special about this person that I don't really have a context for outside of spirituality. There's something magical here. There's something special about this experience. If you start to expand your awareness beyond the material world and look and say, maybe I did know this person. Maybe the level of closeness that we experience, the level of just harmony that I have with this particular person, and it doesn't have to be your twin flame, we're talking soulmates right now, but this person, it's unusual. And maybe I feel like this relationship extends back before this lifetime. If you believe that it's possible that you've lived for more than one lifetime, then you have to recognize that you're more than your body, that you're not just a physical being, but you're a spiritual being. And if you recognize that you're a spiritual being, then you are not a mortal, but that you are mortal. Immortal, rather, sorry. And being immortal means till death do us part's not a very long time, and not a very fulfilling, deeply satisfying, juicy or fruitful relationship compared to the person that you were designed by your creator to be with. That's your twin flame. And if you recognize you didn't create yourself, like you didn't make a decision to be from a place of not being. That's not possible. That's a logical impossibility. You didn't create yourself. There had to be something that created you. You had to come forth from something. And what I'm saying, and what all the spiritual masters and teachings throughout history are saying, is that you were created by God, a loving creator. And that loving creator, what I'm saying, created you as a twin flame. You're either the masculine or feminine component of a twin flame union. And that's why your heart longs for, has a deep desire for someone else. Like, I don't go out at night, look up at the stars and long for something more. I used to, before I met my twin flame. I used to look up at the stars and, there's someone out there for me who's maybe looking up at the stars with me right now. I would love to share this moment with them. And I think that we all have that deep desire to share our lives with someone, our divine complement. And there's no practical, external, material way to have that in your life. It's not possible with the material tools we have. You can't get a spiritual end result with a material tool. You get material end results with a material tool. If you want, this wood to be carved into a statue, for example, well, you're going to use material tools to get there. Material tools, material medium, material end results. But what I'm talking about with Harmonious Twin Flame Union is a spiritual end result, that you need to use spiritual tools to get there. And you don't have to figure out these tools. We've already figured out the tools, and we have them out there for you. TwinFlamesUniverse.com. When you use these spiritual tools, right, it starts with a choice. The choice is spiritual. No one can take your choice away from you. They can make it seem like you don't have a choice. They can control for all of the parameters of a situation to try to force you to make a choice. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to make a choice or not. You can decide, I want more in my relationship. I want more in my my significant other. I want my eternal companion. And since I'm an eternal being, it doesn't really matter how long it takes. 50 years, that's nothing to someone who lives infinite years, eternally, infinite lifetimes, eternally. But if you're vibrating in the state of separation from your twin flame, then you don't suddenly come together after your lifetime is over. You don't find them in the afterlife and say, ooh, let's incarnate together. Gosh, I wish we had done that the first time. No, your separation that you experience here on Earth will still be the same on the other side. And you'll still have to work through it. And the best place to work through it, as I understand, is right here on Earth. The contrast is phenomenal, and the power to make transformation and personal growth and change on Earth is incredibly high. So this is the place to be doing this kind of work. This is the place to be manifesting your Harmonious Twin Flame Union. This is the place to be doing the spiritual work day in and day out to purify your consciousness into the state of Harmonious Union. And let's talk about that for a minute. If you have made the choice to have that kind of person, that kind of relationship in your life, you're going to go on a journey. And the journey will happen at the pace that you decide that it's going to go at. It's not a roller coaster that you don't control. You decide whether to work through what arises. That's it. And that's all you have to do to manifest your Harmonious Twin Flame Union. Work through what arises. This is in front of me. This is the challenge in my life. This is the difficulty. This is the pain that's arising. This is the discomfort. This is the bad feeling right in front of me that I can't really get away from. And here's the secret. You just remain present with that feeling until it dissolves, right? And we use a tool called the mirror exercise to identify that feeling within you, where it is, to bring loving presence to that place, to dissolve that upset into a state of peace, and then to continue forward with life from that state of peace. And you're going to continue forward in your life anyway, and you can choose to ignore these things that are arising and not move forward with your journey, or you can choose to face down these feelings that are arising. And when you do so, that is the fuel that propels you forward on your spiritual journey. And I tell you, this may sound simple in principle, and it is. It may sound easy in principle, and it is. But your mind will make it scary, because it can be. But if you have faith in the process, and you have the right tools with you, and the right support around you to guide you, it's really not that hard. And you will wake up one day next to your twin flame in harmonious union. And you will have that kind of relationship that I have, that many of my students have achieved, simply by following this process. You just work through what arises spiritually. And very simple, very easy concept, but it's a very big deal and a very, very powerful process. And if you look back at this YouTube channel, it didn't take that long for my life and Shaleia's life, our one life, to transform dramatically. And we're just beginning the journey. This is just the start of our spiritual journey here on earth. And we hope to be an example for you, that you can look to us and say, wow, those people did it. Those people worked this process, and this is what happened in their life. They lived by a specific set of principles, the teachings of union that we teach, and this is the results that they got. And a community formed around them, and they lived by these same set of principles, and they got the same results for themselves. It's a very simple, highly effective process, and if you work it day in and day out with faith, you will see the results. And you don't have to have blind faith. This is not a do it for a long time and then maybe you'll get this amazing prize at the end of the rainbow. Not it at all. We don't ask for that kind of trust. We ask for you to, or we invite you to, if you would like, to try on these tools. See if they work for you. Take the twin flame test, get the tools, or just Google the mirror exercise, or type into YouTube. We've got a mirror exercise how-to video. Go to the open forum and ask in the open forum, or the best thing you can do is get into a relationship with a certified ascension coach, and they can take you through the process and make sure that you're doing it right. And believe me, it's really nice to have someone who's an expert in the process walking you through it, holding space for you, holding your hands, taking care of you, making sure that you have everything that you need to work through this process. And when you do, even a little, the first time you do it, you are going to feel better. And that helps you realize that you have command over your reality, that you are the creator of your reality, that you can decide to create in your reality exactly what you desire. It's just a choice. I choose my harmonious twin flame union now, and the path unfolds for you spiritually. But you have to listen, and you have to keep showing up with consistency over and over and over and over again. Continue with that choice. And that choice, eternal being, will guide you on the journey, eternal being, to manifest into your reality, your harmonious union eternally. And you can choose, hey, I really don't like this amazing bliss. I really don't want to maintain this in my life. I don't really like the joy and the challenge and the experience of this. So I'm going to stop doing the work, and I'm going to not have that in my life anymore. And that's okay too. You are a sovereign being. You have unlimited power to choose to create what you desire, what you choose in your reality. And I choose to create harmonious union in my reality, and if that's what you choose to, come and join us. We're having a good time, and we're just getting started. So thank you so much for joining me in this video. Looking forward to seeing you in more videos. God bless, and namaste.